out there, planet Earth, and happy Friday. Happy end of June. It's summertime. It's almost 4th of July, but most importantly, it's Friday. And it's always Friday with me, Stephen Fry, your SMB guy. ICYMI, or in case you missed it, SMB stands for Small and Medium-Sized Business. For the last 20 years, I've been a consultant for SMBs, a voice and a sounding board for our business leaders, advocating on their behalf, their employees too. You guys know it. I believe very strongly in sharing stories, providing perspective, and creating connection. So every single Friday, you can find me here on talkradio.nyc doing just that, lending what's left of my mind and my voice to this live radio show where I interview business leaders and their trusted advisor folk. One thing that I've noticed over the years, everybody, is that some of the best thought leadership and clarity actually happens on Friday, just about that time we feel the freedom of the weekend coming. However, we're also anxious to start the weekend. These crucial pearls of wisdom, they're eased aside, they're swept under the rug in favor of our fun activities and our freedom from work. Here on the show, we take advantage of that weekend freedom and clarity, and we discuss popular topics that are on the minds of our business leaders. The name of the show, once again, not just a play on words. My last name actually means free in German, so a little method behind the madness. Quick shout out to my buddy Mike Lazeski, who was a guest on the show a couple of weeks ago, Uncle Mike's Home Service. Mike himself came over to my house, checked out a few things. He had one of his comfort consultants, Chris, come over to my house as well. Very professional, very comprehensive, very cool people. Uncle Mike's Home Service, you guys need help, trustunclemike.com, that's where you go. We're going to talk about some other SMBs today because we're in one of my favorite SMBs that's local to my house, the Bear and Birch Sauna. We've talked about it on the show before. We've interviewed my special guest on the show today, but this is very special. The Bear and Birch Sauna Club, not just Banya, we're calling it Sauna Club these days. It's not just a Russian experience, it's an everybody experience. It's getting ready to close for the summertime. When it's 100 degrees out, not everybody wants to sit in a 200-degree room. Time to do some repairs, get everything back up to snuff, and improve for the new season. Opens back up September 1st. So today's June 30th. There's going to be a huge party here the rest of the day, the rest of the afternoon. So if you guys are not busy, please feel free to mosey on after 1 o'clock when the sauna officially opens to Bear and Birch, bearandbirch.com if you guys want to check it out. 6 Paragon Way in Freehold, New Jersey. But getting back to the show here, talk is cheap. We talk about this all the time. We're on talkradio.nyc. We don't want this to be just talk at all. The goal here is let's use the insight on the business landscape and create more impact on Monday morning. It's far too often that the businesses I deal with, they're focused on some type of product that's going to solve all their problems. Some shiny new mousetrap, some magic wand. One consistent thing I see out there, everybody, products change every single day in every other facet of what we do. Everything begins with the people. People first, good process, you'll get to the right products, I promise you. So, once again, third time the charm. The third time. You're the only guest I've interviewed 3 times. This is Jonathan Colavita, also known as Johnny Tsunami, General Manager of Bear and Birch, the authentic Russian Banya, recently being rebranded as Sauna Club. So, you guys have heard me talk to you about Johnny before. I'm going to let him, now that he's woken up out of his reverie, he's got a morning schwitz going, he's good to go. I'm going to let him tell you a little bit about his background and, give you a little bit of a reminder of how he got where he is today. Johnny, welcome to the first live broadcast, baby.
Steve, I love you. Your voice is like butter. It's like angels crying in heaven, just raining down on me. And these cucumbers, filled with antioxidants. Great stuff.
Let me get in the mood here. Hold on. Good.
This sauna, the spa, the bathhouse, the banya, whatever you want to call it. It's a place to chill. I come here, I use the place all the time. It's not about me just necessarily just serving people. It's me coming in here and serving myself because I believe in what the sauna has to do for people. The benefits, the health benefits, the social aspects, all those things that we can talk about. And it gives me that kind of freedom to actually serve people in a place that I love to be at.
So you introduced me to this place during the pandemic.
I'm going Friday mode, by the way.
I appreciate full Friday mode always. You introduced this place to me during the pandemic in 2020, a time where most folks out there were afraid to be around other people in general. And while I might have been slightly hesitant, I was really adventurous during that time. But I came over here and was shocked at what I saw, that a place like this existed no more than 10 minutes away from my house. This concept's been around for 1,000 years. We've talked about that in the past. Definitely relate to people a little bit about that. But what this place brings to 21st century, just local suburbia and just local business world is an unbelievable feeling of community. I definitely want to talk about that today. But also a way for our small and medium-sized business owners to really catch some of the breath that they need and some relaxation and maybe some detoxification if they need that.
Yeah, I think it's good to start where the history begins. That's the whole thing, 1,000-year-old Eastern European, Scandinavian kind of roots. My partner, owner of this facility, I'm Italian, but he's Russian, rest assured, very deep roots there. And when he originally created this about 12 years ago, he had the idea of making it a more modern kind of place, right? Banyas or bathhouses, the ones that are mostly in Eastern Europe, or even the older ones that are in the city, typically have low ceilings, not like this. Obviously, you see we have the high space. And it's mostly just serving Eastern Europeans. Sometimes even single sex, so just men with men, women with women, and full nudity. Here, it's co-ed, high ceilings, the big open windows, a very eclectic group of membership, mostly Americans now actually going into it. So taking that 1,000-year-old tradition and now making it a more user-friendly, open environment where people who may have never known about it, because if you were an American, your experience with the sauna was a 130-degree oven at the YMCA where it was a little electric one in the corner and you'd spit a little bit on it. Later on, I'll show you, that's like a Hyundai. When I bring you into the oven later, it's like walking into Ferrari.
So you said a lot of fun, important stuff there, but going back to the single sex versus co-ed, I feel like anytime the subject of, I'm going to the Banyo, I'm going to the sauna club, I'm going to Bear and Birch comes up, I feel like immediately people think it's a place where only guys hang out. And while, it's inside the Parnaya room, the super hot oven room, it could be in excess of 200 degrees, which I believe it is right now. It takes a certain person to really be able to withstand that, but it's definitely co-ed here.
207. Yesterday, 230. Okay, we just had the fire marshal in here. It was so hot.
That was unexpected, by the way. Good thing he came before the party.
We passed.
Absolutely passed. So this place, I'm not going to say to you that it feels like I'm in the Caribbean or in the Dominican or on vacation somewhere outside, because we're in an industrial commercial real estate park in Freehold, New Jersey. However, when it's pouring out or it's snowing out or the air quality is so terrible outside from some Canadian or local Jackson fires that are happening, this place is pretty much as close to vacation mode as I'm going to get 10 minutes away from my house.
Dude, we got a license to chill. That's what we do. You come in, you hang out, sweat, you come with your buddies, or you make buddies here. We have people that came here that didn't even know each other, small, medium-sized business owners, many of them. And, they chill out, and they make friends, Banya buddies. And then guess what? I have a set of tables, 8 people here, they come every Friday. I got people who come every Monday, every Thursday. You create almost a brotherhood, a sisterhood, a community. In the traditional setting, it was very, you come in with your group, you stay to yourself, you don't talk to anybody, you keep it low key. If you were American, you walked in there, they were like, what the heck is this guy doing here? Here, it's the opposite. We're inviting everybody to come in and enjoy it. And this place is a place that you can enjoy. So I can't wait to show you more.
I can't wait for it either. Banya buddies, I love the idea. Banya banter, that's what this is all about. I want to go to the idea of, there's an awesome menu of food here, like Eastern European, Russian, Georgian dishes, an awesome chef, one of my favorite characters in this place. But yet, I know there's some people out there, even some folks I've introduced to the place as of late, that they consider this the place that they go to completely detox. And although I like the occasional retox, I'm a foodie guy. I love the food here. Some of these people, they can't even feel like they feel like they can't even touch it. What do you got to say to those people?
I would say you're missing out on one of the greatest experiences. The chef here, he's a Lithuanian guy. He's been making the same dishes. It's a pretty big menu, actually. And the food's phenomenal. Everybody loves it. And the biggest judges of this would be the Russian community. And many times they say they come here just to get food. So that says that.
Yeah, could have said it better myself. This is a phenomenal place. if you've heard any stereotypes about banyas, bathhouses, whatever it is in the past, they probably don't accurately represent what it is. Again, I was introduced to this place nearly 3 years ago. It became a semi-addiction very quickly. But becoming a member here and feeling the freedom to come in here, not just the Friday freedom we always talk about here, but the freedom at any point during the week in between dropping off the kids. There are very many dance classes that I have to show for them too, which I don't have to do for another
Jared,
Jared,
my boy Jared, his kid goes to dance next door. He drops him off. You can't even watch him now post-COVID world. We never even shut down over COVID.
That's right.
That's a whole other thing.
I have another 6.5 weeks. I don't have to chauffeur any kids back and forth. But if I did, I could come here in between, pick them up at the dance class afterwards, completely refreshed.
Right. And instead of sitting in the car, blah, 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 talking on the phone, you come in here, you feel better, you pick your kid up, you're happy with your kid, you're happy to see him because you're refreshed, everybody.
You hear that, Joey? No more watching Instagram and TikTok in the car. Come over to the Banya. We got to take a quick break. We'll be right back with Jonathan Colavita, a.k.a. Johnny Tsunami, General Manager of Bear and Birch, Authentic Russian Banya and Sauna Club. Stay with us.
Are you a business owner? Do you want to be a business owner? Do you work with business owners? Hi, I'm Stephen Fry, your small and medium-sized business or SMB guy, and I'm the host of the new show, Always Friday. While I love to have fun on my show, we take those Friday feelings of freedom and clarity to discuss popular topics on the minds of SMBs today. Please join me and my various special guests on Friday at 11 a.m. on talkradio.nyc.
Are you a conscious co-creator? Are you on a quest to raise your vibration and your consciousness? I'm Sam Leibowitz, your conscious consultant, and on my show, The Conscious Consultant Hour, Awakening Humanity, we will touch upon all these topics and more. Listen live at our new time on Thursdays at 12 noon Eastern Time. That's The Conscious Consultant Hour, Awakening Humanity, Thursdays 12 noon on talkradio.nyc.
What really drives success in business? Introducing Intangify, the show that explores the intangible assets that create value and growth. I'm Matthew Asbell, your host and an attorney focused on innovation. Join me Fridays at noon Eastern to discover how innovation, culture, and other intangibles shape thriving companies from startups to established businesses. We'll share strategies to unleash your business's true potential. Tune in live on talkradio.nyc Fridays at noon Eastern and Intangify your business today.
You're listening to Talk Radio NYC. Uplift, educate, empower.
Welcome back, everybody. It's Friday. It's always Friday, and it's me, Stephen Fry, your SMB guy. We are chatting with the one, the only, Jonathan Colavita, a.k.a. Johnny Tsunami, General Manager of the Bear and Birch Sauna Club in Freehold, New Jersey, 6 Paragon Way, Freehold, New Jersey, Suite 108. You guys aren't doing anything later, end of season Banya party. That's where you want to be, man. Opens up at 1 o'clock, goes to whatever. That's where you want to be. So, Johnny, before we give everyone a tour of the joint and you give them some of the method behind the madness, I just want to kick things off by reminding everyone of what you said in the last segment, which is this is a fun place to go for small, medium-sized business owners and leaders. Not only if you're an entrepreneur do you have the schedule to kind of take an hour off here and there and maybe go sweat one out for a little bit. It's a great place to meet other small, medium-sized business owners, other entrepreneurs. I thought this morning, if I had to name 5 small, medium-sized businesses just off the cuff that I have a little bit of a closer relationship with because I'm been visiting the Banya and so do they on a regular basis, the Sauna Club, Get Furniture in Manalapan, New Jersey, furniture wholesaler, Net Embark LLC in Morganville, New Jersey, search engine optimization, social media advertising and marketing. But then I kind of default to all the food places because I'm just a foodie and that's how I am. Almost Home Kitchen, Rob Duran. Would love to have him on the show one of these days. He's a personality force to be reckoned with. Almost Home Kitchen in Lincroft, New Jersey. He's got a whole bunch of locations. We got Fusaro's Pizza, who's probably going to have some slices here later on today. And then we also have Palmer's Quality Meats in Neptune, New Jersey. You guys have never seen a butcher shop like this. It's phenomenal. But it's just a feeling of community, right? You know, this station all about uplift, educate, empower, but by and large, we have a community here. That's what we're doing. That's what we're building. And this place has built a significant one. And I said to Johnny this morning, probably don't even have to close during the summertime. There's enough people that really love this place and can't live without it at this point. But you know what? Got to make the best even better. And, you know, take some time off. I got to play some rounds of golf with my man Tsunami, so he needs some time at the golf course with me. But coming back in September, full blown. So, Johnny, I need you to come off mute before you do anything and give everybody a little bit of a peek behind the curtain of this place.
First, let me take you to the front.
I can't hear you. You talking into your earbuds? Testing. All right, maybe just put it on speakerphone then. I can't hear you.
Hold on. How about now?
Oh, wait. Oh my God, way better. Jeez.
Okay.
Did your earbuds need to detox?
It doesn't matter. We're good now. Here we go. So when you get in,
Don't forget, turn the camera back on so I can see you.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So first things first, you come in here, right? We come in through the front, right? We said we're in the complex. You check in. My beautiful girl here, or it depends what receptionist. We have lovely ladies who work here in the front. We have lock boxes where you can put all your keys in your wallet. You come in, you grab 3 towels. We give you a bracelet. Bracelet gives you access to the locker room. Then you split out, right? Between your men and your women. You go in, you get changed. Come out. And where you're coming from, which locker room, you come out to the floor here. Hang out, right? Right now, of course. There's Vic in the back. Hey, Vic. Vic, we're shooting a podcast. We're shooting a podcast. Yeah, we're doing a podcast, a live podcast. Okay, that's Vic. Vic's been doing dishes, towels, and all kinds of stuff. That is the other thing too, where it's a fairly family-run business. Everybody who's been here has been here for a while.
I got to say, there's a lot of fun personalities here. Vic is one of the hardest working guys, if not the hardest working guy here.
Vic is a super hard worker. I love him. He's the man. He's the engine underneath the hood. You know, when things come humming, you think towels all of a sudden just magically appear? No, my man does it. So you take your towel, you got 3 of them, right? You go into one of these 3 rooms, okay? We've got a classic sauna that gets to about 180. We've got a steam room that gets to about 135, 145. We've got a Russian. This is the heat.
205, that says, everybody.
205, okay? Then you go in, okay?
I can't hear you again. I think we're losing you because you're going too close to the oven. It might be frying your phone and your earbuds.
What's on now?
I can hear you again.
I'm telling
okay,
you.
note to self: do not bring cell phone or earbuds into the 205-degree room.
Don't do that. Some people do their earbuds, then they fly out. But I wanted to give you a little sneak peek. You go in, you sit down. After you come out of the sauna and you're all sweaty, bang, you get this cold shower. Shower with sweat. After that, take a nice dunk into our, you see that? 42-degree cold plunge, 40-degree cold plunge. Always chill. And the benefits of heat and cold, best. We have the dining area all here. We got the jacuzzi in the corner.
For all you folks who like the polar plunge, that's a great way to train for it. There's some crazy people that I've seen that sitting there for 7 minutes.
And there's the kitchen there, because we got chef firing it up like right in front of you while you're sitting there. So that's what's going on. And then of course we can go upstairs. We have upstairs and downstairs. We have 2 VIP rooms, one that hosts 10, one that hosts 20, 25. We set those up in advance, throw parties in there. People love that. My God, it's like going up the Rocky Mountains. It's so big. And then we're on the second floor, which is more lounge area. But again, it's the open floor format. So we do have people that are interested in wanting to open up other locations, things of that nature, which we're very open to. But no matter what, it's going to be a big open space kind of format. People want that height, especially in a post-COVID world. Everybody was, squeezed into these little tiny locations, and having this open space made everybody happy. We got through COVID. We stayed open mostly. And people did really well. Their health was benefiting from it, so I'm sure that was a good thing amidst all that.
I can actually attest to that. I genuinely felt I feel like $1 million every time I walk out of here, but genuinely felt great during the pandemic, even though around people in somewhat close quarters, high ceilings. I think even before the pandemic, Johnny, that was an important one for this place and for this concept. There are other places like this in town here. Again, there's a strong Russian population where we live, but even the other one to me feels kind of claustrophobic and reminiscent of people thinking that they're right on top of each other, and for those that think of it as it's not co-ed, it's single sex or whatever. Yeah, that's like this feeling feels a lot more vacation like, especially on those crappy days outside.
Well, I mean, it's always nice and warm. It's always sunny. We're always having a great time. Even though on winter, fall in the winter, like we said, we could be open in summer if we wanted to, but we really don't for a couple of reasons. And here's another thing to bring up that's important. Most of these bathhouses, they're running 12 months out of the year. So the engines and the machines that work them, they don't get to be shut down properly. Our big machine, that room that we went in where I got shorted out for the 205 heat, that oven takes 10 days to shut down, because it has to be slowly shut down. The internal temperature of that oven is almost close to 1,000 degrees. Goes down slowly so that the oven doesn't crack in the process of cooling down. Then the stones that are in there come out. Then they go back in, and then it's another 10 days to heat it up. We've got the renovation projects always happening. If those machines aren't taken care of, steam room and all the different equipment, it goes through wear and tear. So even though we'll be closed for those 2 months, the 10 months that we're open, we're really open. Many of these places, a lot of their facilities are not always running at 100%. And that's also the employees themselves. So the people who really need it, because once it's 10 months, it's 6 days a week, closed on Tuesdays.
It was important for me to have the kind of background that I have right now. Sorry about the big natural light for those of you watching out in TV land, but the high ceiling feeling in here. Again, a lot of people, I think about it as like a very claustrophobic, enclosed area that scares them a little bit. Again, regardless of the co-ed single sex thing, and this is just, it's a wide open spot, man. Like, I can't stress it enough. Like, this place is great. People ask me why I'm going there on a nice day. It's just, it feels good no matter what. Like, when I need some fresh air, if it's a nice day, I go outside after the Parnaya room, after the cold shower, after the cold plunge, and it feels unbelievable. But when it's pouring rain, and especially when it's snow, not that it snows in New Jersey lately, this place is unbelievable. You go outside in the snow after you're in the Parnaya room, you could just make snow angels with your body and like not feel anything.
Yeah, that's the other part of it. So like when you're slow in the summer, people are out to beach and things like that. You also get to cover. In the fall and the winter, it's insane. We're hosting 300 plus people a day. There's just, you can't even, there's standing room only. And we're going to have to revisit the way that we actually have people coming in here, just because it got so crazy last year. There's a sauna craze. It literally adds hit. Remember, 1,000-year-old custom, but people haven't known about it. So now, in the last 20 years, because of your Tony Robbins, because of your Win Halls, because of those Joe Rogan, those influential heavy hitters that are talking about sauna, talking about cold plunge, we are now
fries.
Yeah, exactly. We are seeing the after effects and the ripple effects of all that, and why not capitalize on that? And that's why I think we also have a lot of people that are looking to partner up with us on this, specifically with the concept that we have in mind as comparable to the traditional Russian bathhouse. We're taking that again. We're taking the roots of it, but flipping it in a way where we're exposing it to that larger crowd, those people that are really, they're really yearning for it. You know, if you grew up if you were Russian, you were born in a banya.
Pretty much,
Came
right?
out- Either way, you came out of an oven. So it
as
was
we-
just like, you know, it's just, that's what it was. So, and they don't necessarily see the same value proposition as we do, as Americans, I should say, because we've just never had the experience like that. So for us, it's like, ooh, wow, look at this. And it is, why not? So now take that custom and bring it to the people. And I think the people are showing. And today, like we said, is June 30th. It's closing day. If you're in the area, you better be coming through. Because I'm telling you.
If you're not in the area, you should probably get in the area immediately. As we segue from the method into the madness, I gotta just throw something out there real quick, Johnny. Before you introduced me to this concept, I had a recently acquired habit right before I started coming here of making my shower freezing cold right before I got out. And I did it for 3 reasons. Number 1, it wakes you up in the morning, right? Number 2, it's, you know, the whole idea of hot, cold, the same way that we do here in the Banya, the sauna club. It's gonna take me a while to get used to them. It has that, you know, kind of spa effect, that therapeutic effect, helps the circulatory system, all that good stuff, anything that you want to spout off about with the science part. But in more conceptual pieces, in a spot like the shower where you want a really comfortable environment, it throws like a quick unexpected curveball at you. And somehow mentally, I felt like, you know, in the morning, it got me ready for the day, like to prepare for the inevitable unexpected curveballs that get thrown at you, whether you're talking about your personal or business life. And I know there's a lot of different ways that we could talk about the methodology and the science here, but there's also the madness piece that blends into it, where everybody's got a little bit of a different style to how they do it.
Very good point, Steve. It is. Everybody has their own routine. People come in all the time and they tell me, what's the way to do it? And I said, there is no best way to do it. There's your way of doing it.
If I'm doing 3-4 hours, my strategy is totally different than if I have an hour and a half in between picking the kids up. But it's a little bit of a blend of method and madness for you. We got to take a quick break. There's people already starting to line up. You see that outside? There's people starting to line up to come into the sauna club.
No.
At 1 o'clock in the afternoon. But
no.
We got to take a quick break, but we'll be right back with Johnny Tsunami, General Manager of the Bear and Birch Sauna Club. Stay with us, everybody.
Yeah.
Are you passionate about the conversation around racism? Hi, I'm Reverend Dr. TLC, host of the Dismantle Racism Show, which airs every Thursday at 11 a.m. Eastern on talkradio.nyc. Join me and my amazing guests as we discuss ways to uncover, dismantle, and eradicate racism. That's Thursdays at 11 o'clock a.m. on talkradio.nyc.
In a post-COVID world, you may have many unanswered questions regarding your health. Are you looking to live a healthier lifestyle? Do you have a desire to learn more about mental health and enhance your quality of life? Or do you just want to participate in self-understanding and awareness? I'm Frank R. Harrison, host of Frank About Health, and each Thursday, I will tackle these questions and work to enlighten you. Tune in every Thursday at 5 p.m. on talkradio.nyc, and I will be frank about health to advocate for all of us.
Hey everybody, it's Tommy D, the nonprofit sector connector, coming at you from my attic. Each week here on talkradio.nyc, I host the program Philanthropy in Focus. Nonprofits impact us each and every day, and it's my focus to help them amplify their message and tell their story. Listen each week at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time until 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time right here on talkradio.nyc.
You're listening to Talk Radio NYC at www.talkradio.nyc. Now broadcasting 24 hours a day.
Back to Always Friday with me, Stephen Fry, your SMB guy. Not just me, my buddy, my partner, my pal, Johnny Tsunami, Jonathan Colavita, General Manager of Bear and Birch Sauna Club. What is that, a pickle? You think grab me one?
It's a cucumber. which is also a pickle, as we know. Pickles are a big thing. Pickleback shocks, whatever they call them, the Russian style. Should probably toast one.
We will towards the end. That is a good message. It's a good send off.
We'll show you that whole thing at the end then.
We're talking madness here, and we talked a little bit about some of the method. You gave everybody a walk through the place. Yeah, a lot of the madness for this place to me revolves around the fact that people have such a misunderstanding of it and they haven't checked it out yet. That's some of the biggest madness to me. But there is a fair amount of madness on a daily basis that occurs here. Some of the personalities are stellar that come out of this place. Yeah. But Johnny, you know my show better than most. This is the artistic observational part of what you do, stories you have from the field, from your work. I know because I've been here for a fair amount of them. There are a lot of stories here. No subject is too taboo. Anything goes. If we don't want to publicly embarrass anybody, which we probably want to, but if we don't have to mention any particular names. But let's talk to everybody a little bit about the madness that you see in and out of here. Just operational wise for business purposes, you mentioned something interesting that some businesses had to navigate a lot during the pandemic a little bit differently, and now post-pandemic or whatever the hell world we're living in now, the flow of this place has been so significant compared to what it used to be, which kudos to you, bravo, nice work, that you might actually have to change the way that you check people in, whether they're members or day pass holders or whatever. Talk to us a little bit about that. It seems like there's definitely a bigger flow of people than when I started coming here.
Yeah, in the last 2 years, in the last year alone, we doubled our revenues. So, I mean, the growth was crazy, and we haven't even touched any marketing. The place has been open for over 10 years, and no marketing has ever been done. It's been strictly organic flow, which is crazy. We all know most businesses shut down. 90% or more of businesses that open, close. This one is not one of them, and I see that it's going to be here for a long time. The challenge is with people. We're dealing with a pool club license in a way. We're dealing with a kitchen license. It's a club. We are a BYOB, in fact. So if anybody wants to enjoy their beverages, by all means, they can here.
Detox, retox.
But it's like, I would say it's closest to like having the club or the restaurant is that you have to have a flow. We have a great procedure. Procedure was the first thing that I worked on when I came in here. Was working on just making sure there was an opening, a closing, the method of how things are done, the way the tables are folded, the way the chairs are set, the timing of the lights, all of that stuff. It's at a point now where last night I got in here, I was playing golf yesterday, I got in here around 9:30, right? It was dead all day, and it was hot, I figured, okay, let me just check. I go on the computer, I go on my camera, all of a sudden, bang, I look at it, the place is a zoo. And all new people for the last 2 hours.
Really?
All new people for the last 2 hours. I come in, I still had to shut it down, but the members that were there, they know the process. So when I click the lights at 10:30 and then click them again at 10:45 and then open the sauna door, everybody knows, hey, listen, you don't have to go home, but you can't stay here. There has to be that kind of process. And originally, the members weren't always following the rules. And while we may not want to follow rules are a necessity. And so establishing those rules really made it a better environment for everybody. And the members are actually happier. Because now there's a process. If you don't close the night before the right way, then the next morning is going to be delayed. That goes back into the afternoon, back into the evening. When you explain it to people that way and they gain a bigger appreciation for what it is, it takes a lot of work. There's a lot of towels. There's a lot of cleaning, a lot of dishes. The floors, people are going in and out of the shower. There's a lot of water all over the place. You're dealing with big machines. There's a lot of elements to it. So to keep it looking smooth on the surface, which it is, something that you can't really see. It's all underneath the hood. This year, definitely going to be focusing on the marketing. We started to upgrade our website. We're starting to work on our Instagram presence, add one, but to make it a little bit better. And I think if we do that alone, I mean, if we did what we did just on an operational end and crushed it, then adding in the marketing element is going to really just be tremendous. I know at this point, having more members is great, but I think we've already reached our max to a degree because the day pass people, the ones that come in for that one-off, they come in the droves in fall, in the winter. So this place, it's out of control. But the dealing and handling with people too, and understanding that you have to respect the people that come in here, that pay the bills, but they also have to have an appreciation for what you do. And having that kind of camaraderie creates into that very beautiful community kind of vibe and feel that we're looking for. There's people that come in here, you know, Steve. Like you come in with maybe a little bit of the cognac, pour a little bit for Chef, pour a little bit for you, and everybody's coming in. In another hour or so, we're going to be opening 20 minutes. We're going to be opening the door in 20 minutes.
No, you're opening at 1, aren't you?
No, I'm
you're
opening at 12, bro.
They're opening at 12. Get down here earlier.
Normally, we are 1 to 11 on Monday through Friday, with the exception of being closed on Tuesdays, and on Saturdays and Sundays, 12 to 12. So we are open relatively late, and people enjoy that because they get out late from work, or they want to have that nice evening sweat, and then they want to go home and they want to relax. So we have that kind of environment.
Rules are definitely necessary, although maybe with some pieces, some things may be still in the guideline phase more than a rule, but you run a tight ship, and that's why things are going the way they are, and that's why you heard the word procedure and process multiple times there. That's why I get so hell-bent on process. Like the process that you put together for the opening routine, the closing routine, it's not just about you guys having respect for the people who pay the bills, it's also, especially for the members here, the ones who are actual members of the club, to have that mutual respect, that communal feeling, the community feeling for the folks who work here. Not just me and you, because we've been friends a long time, but for everyone else who works here, really respecting what they do. Like, example, the way that you fold up the chairs and everything at the end of the night is really easy. You flicker the lights on and off. I see the people start to doing it, and I see people still moving slow and everything. The other night, you weren't here actually, I actually started collapsing the chairs and doing it just because I know how it's supposed to be done. I know it's time to be done. And I'm trying to make things as easy as possible for the other people here that are trying to clean up and get out of here.
Listen, tonight,
I'm not going to do that.
That's once. It used to be, it was like that, every night. And then that just, you burn the candle on both ends. So tonight, the 30th, is the night we'll be going till 12 and maybe beyond.
Maybe one of those guideline types of closings.
Yeah, I'm not going to be snapping chairs at people at midnight. I'll put it to you that way. Yeah. I do love the place. This is why we're throwing the party. I have, like you said, one of our great members, Andy Fusaro Pizza. He makes amazing pizza. He's bringing in ovens and he's putting them on the patio from 5 to 9. He's making bar pies for everybody on the house. It's cool. That's how much he loves this place. Then he came in and he was like, I got you on the pizzas, dog. Just give me the mobile banya. So I have the mobile. You
didn't show everyone the mobile banya. Yeah, we'll do that at the end.
We'll do that. Maybe we figure that out. The mobile banya unit. We have a unit. It's a sauna on wheels. That's it. And we'll deliver it to you. So wherever you can envision your sauna, where you would want your sauna to be, I will make that vision come to life, and I will deliver it to you anywhere.
So if you're having a backyard party with your pool, even if you have your own hot tub, there's a hot tub here, but chances are better than average. Most people, I've seen more and more of them lately with the Russian Eastern European influence around our area, but if you don't have your own banya, you can have one delivered to you the same way that people are having food trucks brought to their house these days to cater the parties. So if you want to have a sauna club in your backyard next to the pool for your party this summer, look no further. You got the people to talk to.
Yeah, I mean, and listen, when we throw parties, you get the tent, you get this, you get that. You have all people set it up. So what are you going to do? Build a banya in your backyard? I mean, I know how many people that are going to do that, and then they don't take care of it, right?
I asked my wife. She's not.
And most people, yeah. It's one of those things that, yeah, you do it, and then it doesn't. It loses its allure because it's just like you actually have to take care of it and do the work. We do the work for you. We'll deliver it to you. We fire it up. We have the cold plunges that we put right outside of it. I have members, actually, a matter of fact, that they're going to rent it out once a week. We're going to be closed for July and August. Every July and August, we're closed. We're going to reopen after Labor Day. And over the summer, though, the mobile banya, I got 8 members so far. They want to share the unit. 4 guys in the sauna, 4 guys in the sauna, and then 4 in the plunge. And they just go back and forth, back and forth.
Some people don't have off for the summertime, like my kids who are fortunate enough to be away at camp. And fortunately for me, I might actually have some time to think. But if you're working this summer and you have to report to an office and you're looking for a fun, even team building activity for your organization, grab the mobile banya and have it come to the parking lot. Get a food truck to park right next to it.
Better yet, your employees, you should get a health insurance credit, because if they get a what do you call it, membership here, just like getting a gym membership, it's going to reduce your health insurance risks, your livelihood, your health, your chance of heart attack, all that stuff. It's going to go down if you do the sauna and you do the cold plunge.
I have seen them as part of wellness programs, but I wonder if FSA dollars could be spent for this. That's a good thing. We got to investigate that immediately.
That's what I'm saying.
Sure.
There's some investigation.
We might have just uncovered something very useful about this. We got to take a quick break. We will be right back with the man, the myth, the legend, Jonathan Colavita, also known as Johnny Tsunami, General Manager of Bear and Birch Sauna Clubs. Stay with us, everybody.
What really drives success in business? Introducing Intangify, the show that explores the intangible assets that create value and growth. I'm Matthew Asbell, your host and an attorney focused on innovation. Join me Fridays at noon Eastern to discover how innovation, culture, and other intangibles shape thriving companies, from startups to established businesses. We'll share strategies to unleash your business's true potential. Tune in live on talkradio.nyc, Fridays at noon Eastern, and Intangify your business today.
Hey everybody, it's Tommy D, the nonprofit sector connector, coming at you from my attic. Each week here on talkradio.nyc, I host the program Philanthropy in Focus. Nonprofits impact us each and every day, and it's my focus to help them amplify their message and tell their story. Listen each week at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time until 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, right here on talkradio.nyc.
Are you a conscious co-creator? Are you on a quest to raise your vibration and your consciousness? I'm Sam Leibowitz, your conscious consultant, and on my show, The Conscious Consultant Hour, Awakening Humanity, we will touch upon all these topics and more. Listen live at our new time on Thursdays at 12 noon Eastern Time. That's The Conscious Consultant Hour, Awakening Humanity, Thursdays 12 noon on talkradio.nyc.
You're listening to Talk Radio NYC at www.talkradio.nyc. Now broadcasting 24 hours a day.
Welcome back to Always Friday with me, Stephen Fry, your SMB guy. We are chatting with my man, my pal, third-time guest on Always Friday, Johnny Tsunami, General Manager of the Bear and Birch Sauna Club in Freehold, New Jersey, 6 Paragon Way, Suite 108, Freehold, New Jersey. If you guys aren't here yet, you have 15 minutes until the place is open today, so you should get here and be part of the fun today. It's going to be a blast. BearandBirch.com if you want to check it out online. Bear and Birch on all the socials. Johnny, you've had a pretty good Instagram deal as of late. We had Raul Jaggi from the Nightingale of on a few weeks ago. Rah. And he's doing a bunch of the social media stuff, and some of the Instagram videos that you're doing just on how to eat the soup dumplings, the hinkali, and the proper and improper way to get into the cold plunge. Funny as hell and informative too.
Listen, there's a few things that we need to do when we get to the bathhouse, the sauna, the spa, the place where you chill, the shot, okay? One thing that we do, okay, and this is also something the Russians like to do, so we're gonna do this first. We're gonna toast to the Friday party, okay? To the Friday show.
It's always Friday with me.
And to the Friday party that we're having at Bear and Birch.
Is it proper to say Nastrovia?
Nastrovia. But first what we're gonna do is the technique with this. When you're taking a shot, you take a deep inhalation. We're using a pickle, typically we use pickles, spicy pickles from down by Bell Labs over there. Deep breath in through the nose, and then we blow out the air through our mouth. Then we take the shot, and then we eat the pickle. So we'll
got that, everybody?
In through the nose, out through the mouth, blow it all out, take the shot, bing, bang, boom. Here we go.
You ready?
Okay, so now you've done your shot. and you're chilling. Okay? It's Friday on the Friday show. It's June 30th. We're closing for 2 months. Annual close, upkeep, clean, renovations, all the big stuff. Bigger, better. Tomorrow, it's going to be, we're breaking the ground and we're going right into the new year. September, when you guys come back in September, my members, they don't even know what they're coming back to. It's going to be a whole big show, baby. So, but before that, June 30th, we're throwing the party. I got live music up on the terrace. Who's that over there? Tyler, another one of my guys. Tyler. All right, come here, say hi. Oh, he's got the cut off too.
Oh, no.
We're doing a live podcast with Steve here. Steve has a show. Tyler, say hi. You're on Talk
Welcome
Radio.
to Always Friday. Thank you for making me look small. Appreciate that.
Yeah, this is one of my studs right here. A great worker. And we love him. All right, we're going to get back into it.
See you in a few.
But this is the thing. Today, you're coming in, he's just coming in to sweat and chill. People that work here love it. Because once you do it, you're going to love it. That's all it comes down to. You might think at first it's a little bit weird. Okay, you look up the word banya on Google and all of a sudden it sends you a picture of like naked, fat, hairy men beating each other with twigs.
Sorry, guys, that was probably me.
Sorry, we let you down. We're the opposite. We're a more modernized version of that where both sexes hang out in bathing suits, sitting in the sauna, chilling, having a good time, sweating, taking care of their body, taking care of their soul. And it's just that kind of environment. That's what we try to do here. So today, June 30th, we're giving the gift to all the members and day pass people. You don't have to be a member to come in here. Members are in for free. The pizza's free for everybody. If you're a guest, you come in, you pay $50 at the door. And that's the thing with the day pass people. If you're a member, you come and go as much as you want. The day pass people, they come in, they pay $50 at the door, and then they can stay as long as they want whenever they check in. For our members, they can come and go. One thing I found out about members, though, just to go on this real quick.
Yeah.
They end up getting the membership because, they only have maybe an hour or two, especially the professionals. They want to come in, like Duran. He comes in, bing, bang, boom. He's in and out. By the time I see him, sometimes he's in and out. I don't even know he was there. But if you do a longer session, you get your sweat on, you're fine. You can do it also stretched out over the day. But the point is that you don't feel bad going in and doing it for an hour if you're a member because you're not paying $50 to get in the door. Most of the time, people that will do that day pass, they do it as a one-off and they want to enjoy it, or maybe they do it once a month. But there's so many people that come in to do it in the fall and the winter because of how the body's just cold sitting in there. You got to remember, in Eastern Europe, it's colder a lot longer for a longer period of time. This is why they had the saunas in there. By the way, I'll be going to Sweden and checking out Croatia, checking out some saunas over there this summer. So I want to bring inspiration from all over the world where this stuff comes from and bring it to people so that they can enjoy it. It's a remarkable experience. I'm telling you, anybody that comes in here is going to have a great time. And I'll make sure that when they walk in through the door, just say, hey, is Tsunami here? I'll gladly say hi. I'll give you the best tour that you ever had. You're going to love it. You're going to love it. You want to do another one?
By the way, the whiskey that we just drank is Legend bourbon. I just started trying it, and I figured it was a good way to cap everything off today because it's Legend with a T at the end for Tsunami.
And I love you. And everything, and another Russian thing also is everything good comes in threes. So this is number 2.
Okay, gotcha.
Just to, give that precursor. But listen, you're here. Again, I got people coming here in now 10 minutes, and they're going to be doing the same exact thing. They're going to hit it. They're going to sit down. They're going to have a meal. They're going to talk. All of them are networking. Then they go and they go in the sauna. They sweat. How great is that? How do you beat that? It's a free workout. You don't even have to do anything. You have to go. You want to go to the gym and sweat? You got to get in the car. You got to get on the treadmill. You got to do this shit. No. You come here, you go sit down, the oven sweats for you. You're detoxifying your body. You're relaxing your muscles. Then you go into that cold plunge, reduce the inflammation. Also, cold plunge is known to kill visceral fat, the fat that sits around your organs, the stuff that you can't even see. So that's
what about visible fat? Because nothing seems to be working for me. And what, drown my sorrows in Legend whiskey?
No, sweat it out when you're done.
Oh, I ate the pickle first. Whoops.
Yeah.
I was getting excited. Take care of your body. Take care of your soul.
Japan?
It's got Japan and American guys that worked on it.
Chef will like that.
Yeah, who will like that? Why do you think I brought it?
We got bottles today. There's going to be a lot going on. I think that today is going to be an amazing day. Steve, I also want to thank you for being an amazing friend. The guy, I love the show. I love the guests on the show. And I think you're creating a community with what you're doing on your show. And that's what it's all about. People first. You say it all the time. People process, then the product at the end. And I can't agree more. It's the people that you have that you appreciate, the ones that are within your circle, wherever that circle is. Those are the people that you protect. And when you have good people around you, good things are going to happen. It's as simple as that.
So take care of your body, take care of your soul, bringing inspiration from overseas. Like these are very powerful messages, and I appreciate you saving them for the message part of the show here and imparting the wisdom on everybody. Is there any sort of special deal you want to throw out there for people who take a 12-month membership? If they come in here and say, we heard Tsunami and on Always Friday this morning, this is how much your annual membership is going to be. You want to throw it out there for anybody?
Totally give you a deal today. And here's the thing, okay? The price is going up next year. And for us, the year ends June 30th, and then it opens after Labor Day.
Got to get down here today, or call them up.
Get down today, call it in, but please come down today. Be foolish, because if you do get a membership today, you're not a member, you don't have to pay to get in. The day pass will be waived, no $50 there, and you'll get in at the rate that we were at. We were at $9.95. Which if we're open 10 months, that's $100 a month, which if you...
It's 2 day passes, baby.
It's 2 day passes in a month. My members come 5 days a week.
So you guys can come down here, again, 6 Paragon Way, Suite 108, Freehold, New Jersey, and say you heard Tsunami on the Always Friday radio show. You can also call 732-780-3354. Call the Bear and Birch Sauna and say you heard Tsunami on Always Friday. You want an annual membership. You'll get the deal that Johnny just threw out there. Johnny, I can't thank you enough for your friendship, your candor, your awesomeness, your tattoos, because I'm not getting any, but you're just an awesome human being, and I appreciate you, brother.
Well, the feeling is 100% mutual. I think that today is going to be a great success.
Great success.
We got more work. Yes, we got more of them coming.
We have a bar out this guy.
It has begun.
Oh God! All the people are coming out of the woodwork right now.
Man, they're showing up, man. It's coming. It's gonna be a big one. So come on down, brothers.
So Johnny, to wrap everything up here real quick before we take the third and final shot.
Yes.
You know, I always ask my guests questions about movies, TV, and music, which I've asked you multiple times. What I'd like to ask you today, and for you to throw it out there, there's a lot of fun personalities here, but if you were going to pick the top 3 that come to mind, the same way I thought of the top 5 SMBs that came to mind, who are the top 3 personalities that come to mind with this place?
All right. Well, I'm going to tell you one of them is Rob Durant from Almost Home.
Almost Home Kitchen, Almost Home General, and
we call him Tree. He's about 6'1,000".
Yeah, he's like 7 feet tall.
Hey, Johnny, how are you? Oh. And he comes in, he literally undresses right at the bar, goes right into the sauna, does his sweat, reads the book while he's in the sauna. He's like one of those triathlete psychos. I love him. Great.
He's the only one I know that reads a book in the sauna, so he's definitely on my list of the top 3.
Number 2, Chad Verma, CEO of...
Chad Verma Enterprise. I don't know what that was.
CEO of Alpha Elite Group, I believe.
Alpha Elite Group, yeah. He's a recruiter, placement specialist, executive recruiter.
He comes in a 3-piece suit, and he'll go into the sauna, and he won't go in a bathing suit. He'll actually wear long pants with some fancy slippers, and then that's his thing. And then he chills at the bar, and that's his way of dealing with it.
Sweeps the whole place out. That's perfect.
Character nonetheless, and definitely my partner and very good friend, the guy who set this thing off years ago, Mr. Peter Kosenko. He is a character in and of himself. The man loves sports betting. So if you come down and you love sports betting, we bet and sweat, baby. That's baby. That's what we do.
You could catch Peter right there where everybody's standing. He's in the same seat at the bar all the time. He's the one that's got the hair that looks like Professor Dumbledore from Harry Potter.
Yeah, baby. Everything good comes in 3s. It's always Friday.
It's always Friday with me, Stephen Fry, your SMB guy. This is Johnny Tsunami. This has been some Banya banter. If you guys aren't doing anything today, or even if you are doing something, call in sick. Call in, say that you got hit by a car, whatever it is. Get down to Bear and Birch, end of year party. Johnny, always a pleasure having you on the show.
Love you, Bobby.
Love you too. Cheers, guys. Good to see you.
Good night. Let the party begin.
That's it for Always Friday. We'll be back. Actually, we're not going to do a show next week. It's July 4th. Have a great holiday weekend, everybody. We'll see you the week after, Friday, 11 a.m. Eastern Time, right here on talkradio.nyc. Bye-bye, everyone.